Hi y'all, the first year experience program is coming back to you live from Popcorn with the Program at downtown campus. So come on by and join us anytime between now and 1 o'clock to meet the folks related to Pima's industry, manufacturing, and construction programs. But I wanted to take a moment to introduce you to the folks behind the computer aided design program here at Pima. So I'm going to turn my camera around so they can introduce you themselves and tell you what they do.
Hello, my name is Chad Gardner. I'm the lab specialist with computer aided design. Next to me I have Meta Cruz Ruiz. She is the CAD advisor for computer design, so she's going to be the first point of contact that you would have when coming to look at class like this. So in computer aided design we have mainly three pathways that we focus on. The first pathway would be mechanical, electromechanical pathway. All CAD students start out by learning AutoCAD, just a basic 2D design software that you can both use mechanically to create things like mechanical designs. Let me get this paper separated here. That would be documentation that we utilize to take a product and then manufacture it, say through the machine tool welding program, through AIT, things like that. In that pathway as well, the mechanical pathway, we teach SolidWorks as well as Creo. Really cool part about that, while you're taking our, say, the mechanical associate's degree, you also get industry recognized certificates while taking them.
That's awesome.
Some of which are from Pima, so we have like the SolidWorks technician certificate, we have the CAD technician certificate, but also we, as our final exam in two of our classes, the 142, which is the basic SolidWorks course, as well as the advanced SolidWorks course, we have something called the CSWA, CSWP. That is an industry recognized certificate from Dassault, which is the company that does SolidWorks. So in that, you get that certificate as well, which is fantastic. We teach Creo as well. Both SolidWorks and Creo are utilized by a lot of companies here in Tucson. Give an example like Sargent Aerospace, Raytheon, things like that.
Very cool.
So that would be the mechanical pathway. We have the architectural pathway, which is mainly focusing on software called Revit, which is an Autodesk product as well as SketchUp and Twinmotion. SketchUp is a design software where you're going to do things like renderings, creating nice visualizations like this that can be used to take something that's very bland, something like a house, like a floor plan of a house, right? It's not very necessarily appealing to people when they see it, right? It's hard to represent and visualize something like that, but then actually taking it and creating a 3D model that someone can actually virtually walk through your house before it's even built.
That's super
We also partner with Habitat for Humanity during that pathway with our class 155, which is just the basic architecture class, residential architecture, where students actually take the Habitat for Humanity concept and the regulations that they have with ADA, stuff like that, design house blueprints for them to possibly build. And actually here in Tucson, we have multiple designs that were designed by Pima students that you can go walk through, or families are currently living in that our Pima students have created. So that's a really cool part about that as well, that you have the opportunity to participate in. And then the last pathway would be our civil pathway. So I always think about civil as kind of like stuff that's flat, things like parking lot, roadways, underground plumbing, landscape design, things like that. In the civil pathway, we mainly focus using software like Civil 3D, which is also an Autodesk product, as well as ArcGIS, which is a software that you can basically take topographic maps from anywhere in the world, pull all that data and all that information together to be able to look at like water pathways and landscapes and stuff like that. So we offer mainly the three associates pathways as well as those certificates too. So Meta Cruz is here. Her email, if anyone is interested in CAD, is mrruiz@pima.edu. This is my card here, so I'm also good in contact as well too, in case anyone can't quite has just general questions or needs to get directed to someone in our department, at least to get the kind of conversation started about what classes you might be interested in taking, things like that, highly recommend reaching out to either one of us. It's a great, just even coming and taking in our CAD 101 class, just kind of get your toes wet and see what you're interested in. Now, the last pathway we also, or the last stuff we focus on as well too, is 3D printing. We have a 3D printing class that we've started. It's in the process of becoming an actual official class. Right now it's considered a CAD 196, which is an independent study class. But it is something that we're building a curriculum around and really starting to dive into.
And that one has no prereq, right?
There's no prereq for that. It's a 1-credit class. It typically happens the second half of the semester. So it's an 8-week class, one day a week. So it's on Fridays, and I believe it goes from 110 to 320. And it's something that if you're interested in 3D printing, you don't have to have any CAD knowledge. You can just come and take that class and learn about 3D printers. We have our Idea Lab, which is in our new M building that will eventually be a large makerspace area that you can come in and utilize as students, industry professionals, and just people coming off the street that want to take an idea that you may have and turn it into something physical, or at least something that you can tangibly hold in your hand. So we're going to be putting 3D printing farms in there where you can come and utilize that space. We'll have tools and stuff. So more on that later, because that's still in the building portion. Yeah, conceptual building stage. But look for that in the future.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for that incredible information. And again, like we showed you, connect with them through their accounts. If this is your declared major, Mari Cruz, you'll see, is your assigned advisor through Pima Connect, so you can reach out to her. You can find out what the required classes are for the different pathways in this related program. She can help walk you through course registration and more. So again, join us anytime between now and 1 o'clock. You can meet incredible folks as well as everyone else here related to this major, as well as grab that free bag of popcorn. So we are outside the Advanced Manufacturing Building here at Downtown Campus. We hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Thank you.